everyone, you're watching VGO40 and this is VGO Girl, and today we are looking at World of Kings and we're looking at the Dragon Sky raid in adventure mode. Now my guild is about to start doing this, so I wanted to get together a video on it so that they would know the differences between normal and adventure mode. So first thing off the top, we're all familiar with the markers. The tank kind of goes in front of the dragon, off to the side is the DPS. Towards the back are the crystals. That's a normal setup, and you'll see them kind of once we start going with this and I turn the camera a bit more. But the important thing is to have two people in the back, usually it's two healers, to kind of watch where the crystals go. But in adventure mode they also have purple puddles, so you want to make sure that we have two people in the back to control where everything falls. Okay, right away at the beginning of this raid, there's going to be a message that champions inflicted with shadow profanity must stay away. Here's the message. Now there's going to be two people in the back that are going to do 2 rows of purple puddles. You're going to see them start to fall in a second. And these are the 2 people that are furthest away from the raid, and they're just making 2 lines of purple puddles here. And what you need to do is make sure everybody has Iron Will, because as soon as they drop those purple puddles, the boss is going to do a knockback ability, and you have to hit Iron Will right away. And in just a second, there you go, there's the knockback. So you have to hit that Iron Will to make sure that you do not get pushed back into those purple puddles. All right, shortly after that, we're going to start getting the soul containers. And then those 2 people in the back will need to drop the soul containers, and we're going to need to turn around and make sure that we don't get hit with all of the stunning orbs that are coming forward. So here's the soul container message, and in this case we just had them kind of towards the center in the back, and just turn around the camera and watch for those orbs coming forward. Here the crystals just were dropped. Now the eye came up as soon as the crystals were dropped, so everybody needs to move to the other side of the tank so you don't get hit with the circles. Just far enough so that you're away from the eyes when they spawn, then move back and kill the eyes as quickly as you can. Now there's a lot more soul containers that drop than in the normal mode. So here's another round of soul containers. As soon as those went away, we've got another round. So you just have to be very aware of where these crystals are, because there goes 2 more, and we're going to start getting those circles again. So then we've got shadow form. Now I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure that those purple puddles disappeared when he went into shadow form. And so the people in the back that are controlling the crystals and everything else need to watch for the next round of messages for those purple puddles dropping. Now here, it's pretty typical. Tanks make sure to move back to the green square, and DPS all stands together there as well. And in this particular case, with adventure, it seems pretty normal that the top 5 DPS will take just a couple of these dark purple orbs to help DPS the boss down. Only the top 5, everybody else just stay normal. We want to make sure that those purple orbs get through. Now that the purple orbs are through and he's back to normal, tanks go back to the purple. All right, I don't have another recording of where the purple puddles are dropping, but it looks like between this video and another video I have that the placement is different when I turn the camera around. So I'm pretty sure that with this champions inflicted with shadow profanity must stay away is another round of purple puddles going off over at that side, and you're going to drop them in the same place in those double rows. Now you saw the share damage here, and beyond that it's pretty much the same thing. We're going to watch out for those crystals. We're going to watch out for the knockback seems to happen almost immediately after those purple puddle message goes. So we'll see here, it should happen. There we go. Hit Iron Will immediately. Now there's a casting up at the top underneath his name where you can see where that knockback is happening. So if you need to have somebody call it out, they can keep an eye out for that. If you're not familiar with Dragon Sky raid, check out the normal video, because that one I also go through a lot of the tactics that I'm kind of skimming over here, like switching tanks, And here's another round of the soul containers dropping. Everything in here happens just quick. It's all one on top of each other. So you got to really, if you're DPS, here's the circles. You got to be aware that the circles are coming. Kill the eyes. If you're tanks, you got to be watching for the messages to skip the tanks. You need to, or to switch tanks, you need to be aware that when he goes into shadow form, you move to where the DPS is and then back, so that strip of attack doesn't hit the DPS. If you are healers, keep everybody alive, which is hard enough, but you also have those two designated people in the back who have to watch for all these soul containers and the shadow messages for the purple puddles. So there's a lot happening here, and you just kind of need to all be aware of what your roles are and keep with that. So right after the shadow mode is done and he goes back to normal mode, again, that we got that purple puddle message, and those were dropped, and then immediately after is the soul containers, followed by the eyes, and then we have to DPS the eyes while the soul container things are dropping. So there's just a lot going on in this raid. But hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll let some of this play out, but that's pretty much it. There's just a lot going on. You're watching VGO40, and this is VGO Girl, and we will see you next time in World of Kings. If you found this helpful, please take a moment to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.